saying, "Bandman, what are you doing on the floor? You don't train on the floor." I'll tell you what, no I don't. But when it comes to improving my hip mobility, I go down there. Today what I want to do is I want to show you the #1 stretch you need to be working on if you're limited in your hip rotation. More importantly, if you're suffering from low back pain, it's because your hips aren't moving. It's not because you got a bad back. You got some hips that just simply don't move. I'm going to take you through the #1 stretch I use every day, myself as well as with my clients, to improve not only their hip mobility, but eliminate nagging low back pain. Let me take you through what it looks like. It's called the hip rotation stretch. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hook the band around our foot. We're going to lock it on so that it stays in place. Real important. Now, dude, I'm using a big band here. I've worked my way up over the years to get more flexible. I can now use a big band. You start out with a mini band or a black band and get yourself started. Once you get good at that, you can move yourself up. No problem moving yourself up, but make sure you're ready for it. Make sure your hip mobility is there. It's time to start stretching. What we're going to do is we're going to take that opposite foot and put it tight against the wall, straight up and down. That's key because you know what? This guy's going to cheat for this guy. Can't have that happening. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab the band underneath. Notice I put my thumb underneath. I'm going to take the other hand and put my hand through. I'm going to drop it underneath my head. Right now I'm going to reach up. I'm about 6 inches off the band near my foot. I'm going to pull, and as I pull, I'm going to let my knee bend to about 90 degrees, and I'm going to pull that foot towards my shoulder. So that right foot is coming towards my left shoulder. What's going to happen? Right there, baby. You're going to start getting good hip rotation, stretching that hip out. Look at my left foot. It's not rolling out. Don't let that foot roll out. Matter of fact, you make sure you get in there tight and you create some pressure against that wall. Great to stretch on a carpeted floor. It creates resistance so you don't slide. So here we go. We're here. We're going to stretch that hip up. You want to pull that foot towards your shoulder. Towards your shoulder. Now, if you got a lighter band, a red band, black band, you can maybe go ahead and lock it out. Oh, baby, that puts you in a great position because now my right side of my upper body is locked out, my left hip is locked out, and what I'm getting is some nice rotation of my right hip while I use my left hand to pull down. I'm pulling down on the band. It's the only time I use the band to pull down, is right there. And I'm just getting some good rotation. Now, if you're getting some tightness in your knee, what's happening is your knee is trying to take up the lack of range of motion in your hip. So here's what you do. You back off the band a little bit and you don't go as close to your foot and you pull down there and let it get used to that first. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, your foot is going to want to go towards your hip. Don't let it. Start it way up here and pull it towards your shoulder. And as you get stronger, lock that baby out and start stretching that hip rotation. Your knee wants to get introduced to your hip. Now, if these 45-year-old hips can do that, I'm telling you right now, you can do it as well. Make sure your left foot stays stable on the wall. I don't want any bending through my low back. I want it coming through my hip. You start rotating and rocking like this, it's going to come right through your low back. You start getting back pain, shut it down, baby, because you're cheating. All right? Let me show you on the other side real quick, and I'll get you out of here. Right there. Wrap it around. Look at that, how quick I can do it. I slide in, I put it here, I go ahead and put my hand through there, slide in, I'm going here. That's where I would start. Now once that starts going well, I'm locking out. I'm telling you, when you start locking out, you better start getting ready because it's an intense stretch. But you know what? It's got to be, because hip rotation is the #1 reason why we get low back pain. If you don't have hip rotation, you're going to have tight hamstrings and tight everything. Because you know what? Rotation is what lets us get a little bit of bounce in our step. One stretch. Get rid of your low back pain right now. All right? With Bandman talking to you later. See ya.